Good morning. My name is Michael R. Roser, and I am co-founder and chief coaching facilitator at my company, Strategic Life Coaching, LLC. Please watch this video and others at my website at abundantlifeslc.com. Last, in the first installment of my financial series, we talked about taking some time with regard to your finances to sit down and really thoroughly determine where you want to go and what direction you want to go in, paying close attention to whether or not that plan that you're putting down is attainable and sustainable. And I found that with regard to finances, it's the same process of somebody wanting to get back in shape or one person wanting to get emotionally more stable. When you have to look at your assets and what you're bringing to the table as to whether or not things are attainable. So for me, if I thought about losing 100 pounds all at once, that didn't seem attainable and didn't seem sustainable until I broke it down into manageable daily tasks that I could follow in order to get to that goal. And your finances are no different. There's many resources on how to get this plan started. And a point of caution is I would strongly suggest if you feel overwhelmed, or unfortunately, a lot of my clients, as I inherited the acid test, was they just were unable due to lack of knowledge and other things in order to put their finances together in a state that made some sense and then be able to achieve goals on a practical basis going forward. So I had to get nutritionists, I had to get personal trainers. And so if you find that you need that asset, it's the best money you can possibly pay. And it literally is not an expense. It's an investment in yourself, and more importantly, in your family and the people around you, to get those finances in order and make sure that there's money there for college educations and things and obligations. And procrastination is what it is. It's the same with I'll get to running later, I'll get to eating better later, and all of a sudden those laters become, I'm 50 and I need to start paying for this stuff and I haven't made any start. That's got to be causing a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights. So if you go to our tab, again at abundantlifeslc.com, you'll see a resources tab that has a lot of these forms that I'm talking about that you can use to get yourself organized, and at least at a minimum, take that then to a financial professional, a chartered financial consultant like me, or a chartered life underwriter, or a certified financial planner to help you get your finances in order and lessen that stress and really get back on the track that you want to be on. One of those resources was put out by Money Magazine a little bit ago, and again, it's on my website, and it's a quick kind of down and dirty with regard specifically to retirement and how much money do I need to retire. And so, first of all, it asks for what is that amount? And again, going back to the first installment, really sitting down and thinking about how much do you want at retirement is very important. Is it attainable and is it sustainable? And one of the kind of rules of thumb would be take your income as it exists now, and if you have a double income household, take the total of that and divide that by 0.66 or 66%, and that gives you a rule of thumb to start. So if you want $100,000 of income, that would be $66,000, and you would enter that number in the first block here. Then it will give you an amount of Social Security that you will get depending upon your age, starting at 65 or later. And there's a wonderful website that you can find that number if you're already not getting something by mail that tells you what you can expect, and then you factor that number in. Then it will go through some other calculations, giving you some multipliers of what you need then in addition to that. So you take the income you want less the Social Security you're going to get at retirement, And then now, how do I make up the difference? What's the gap, as we like to say? What needs to be filled? And then it will tell you that number, and you can break that down again into, okay, how much do I have presently? And you keep narrowing it and funneling it down until this is what I need to replace to fill that gap so that I can retire at the income that I want to retire at. So then what we would do is tell you how much do you need to put away every single day, every week, every month, every year at various different interest rates, and we can plot that out for you to tell you how much you need to do. That number then will tell us whether or not that's attainable or sustainable based upon other factors in your life, your current expenses and your current budget, and we can also help you with that. So it sounds like a really big task, but the quicker that you can get to at it and put this stuff down, the less anxiety and less sleepless nights you're going to have going forward. Thank you. Hope that was helpful. Take care now. Bye-bye.